Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Dark Eye Memoria. We found the first room. Whoa, that's glowing now. And somebody started talking to us after we started petrifying plants. So, activate. Hello.
Don't be frightened. Remain seated. There's something you should know. Listen well, and you will understand. Once there was Satinav, the guardian of time. Satinav wrote everything that happened, was going to happen, and had happened in his book of time. Anyone who deviated from the path written in the book or sought to rewrite time was punished by Satinav with the worst punishment that could ever be inflicted on anyone. He ripped the poor soul from its existence as if it had never been there at all. What no one remembers is that Satinav had a servant. Me, the Djinn of Time, Nemoremnon. In the name of my lord I roamed the ages, punishing heretics and healing the rents in the fabric of time that their heresy had caused. I was powerful, and yet I was only a servant to the boundless tyranny of a careworn master. Then came the day on which everything would change. When a woman came before Satinav with her dead son, she begged for the life of her child, for an adjustment of time. But Satinav, in his infinite cruelty, would not listen. I, however, took pity on the creature, and in an act of boundless benevolence, I created my mightiest tool. A mask. My mask. And I gave it to the creature, so that never again would anyone lose something so precious.
Weird.
Not quite what I... Whoa, it's gone. What I was expecting. Poor... Okay. So, now... one of the other two probably is completed. Maybe, maybe not.
It's only a part.
Do I have to make this?
I see water.
Oh, okay. I think I may have gotten something. If we reverse this...
Is it possible to reverse the effect of the darkness? Yes. Now it's as bright as the sun.
Reverse darkness.
I see...
No. I can cast a shadow. I don't know if this will be everything I need, but it's almost done. Now I need a single line or something to make the eye.
It's only a part.
Okay. Still don't know why I need all the snip. Okay.
The light of the lamp. The light... I mustn't... That'll... The light of... Someday.
Okay, so how do I... So I can't talk to him again. Alright, let's see if there's anything new.
Nice.
Oh,
I talked to the Djinn of Time.
Really? Tell me. Nemoremnon, so. A strange creature. Let me know if you learn any more about him.
I don't trust this guy.
See you later.
I
Keep me up to date.
don't trust him right now. Can't interact. Whoops. Didn't mean to go there yet, but sure.
Behind it, I can see the shape of a large statue. The light from the seals. I don't much... Now that's...
Don't have much else, though. Like, I don't have any other things to use.
It just... I feel it. I hope it... It looks and feels... That won't leave... It had hidden its... I feel almost... I don't... They are already sharing... With this orb, the elemental spirits follow me like moths follow a candle flame. It stinks. The spirit, it's probably... The light from the sea...
Okay, we somehow still need to get the little... I wish it hadn't, I really wish it hadn't... No, outside, sorry. No, outside. Getting rid of the seal so I can make sure I have the right seal. Wait a second. I highly doubt this is going to work, but I'm going to try something. It'd be kind of funny if it did. Main hall. Just somehow put this here. I really can?
The drawing
Wow.
fits exactly.
Wow, you're kidding me. Okay, sure. Second gate. I don't know where the third one is yet, though. Sit back down. Do I have to wake you up again, sir?
Again, I can barely stay awake. Open my eye.
Yes, sir.
You have returned. Here now, the second act of my tale. The history of the mask. The mask presents the creatures of the world a choice. Upon those who wear it and speak the ancient incantation written upon it, I bestow blessed forgetfulness, so that the pain of loss gives way to an unsullied new beginning. If the wearer speaks my true name, however, I appear to them and fulfill any wish they have. Whatever was lost, I recover from the depths of the past and bring into the present. Thus, over the years, the dead have awoken to new life, and kingdoms have shone with old glory. My beneficence was boundless, and in my mercy I have overwritten the tyranny of the Book of Time. Yes, it was my name that did all this. My name outshone everything. Not Nemoremnon, as the giants call me, but rather my true name, my secret name. Satinav sought to banish my name into oblivion. But again, I outwitted him. In the shadow of Los, I found the one place into which my master could not see. There I dug a hole, and in this hole I placed my name. And from my name grew a garden. Anyone who wore the mask and found the garden would also find my name. My name in my garden. The garden of eternal oblivion. The garden of my forgotten name.
This story's getting weirder. Okay. Now, I'm pretty sure I have to deal with my brother at some point, so... Let's go check that out again. No, not this one. Unless there's a... thing here, I don't think so. Let's go to the roof. Guess I just missed the guard the depth. Jeez, Bunzen.
Hey! Shh! Or
I have to be able to do something with this
It's too deep. Hey. He's ignoring. I don't much care. He isn't reacting. I think he isn't reacting.
Oh no, okay. I have to figure this one out. Okay. Get myself something to write on so I can make myself a little map. There we go. I expected I did have to do that, okay. Okay, let's look here.
There are 7 runes engraved on it.
Okay. So, let's find air. Air is across from ore. So, that's air and ore. Counterclockwise is fire. And then water. So they do have the alternates. So this is earth. And that'd be earth and ice. Okay. I wasn't sure if they're going to actually have the opposites be opposite. Sometimes they try and mess with things a little bit so that you can't tell immediately that that's true. I don't know what the center is though. Maybe I'll make him talk to me. Okay. So air and ore are opposite. Let's try and get this wrong. So I'm just curious if you only need to. So this should be water. At the very least, water is definitely next to ore. So if I put this on here, does it still go? Oh, it does. That's not. Oh, crap. Did I actually click the right one? No.
I don't want to. I won't fly.
Okay, so you can put them in wrong. Ooh, that would be problematic. Okay. So counterclockwise, it should be fire. Earth. Or water, ice. Ice. And if not, we'll have to take a second look. Aha! Got it. He didn't even notice me? Really? Okay. Brother, if you're gonna try and take over the world, you've got to be a little more perceptive. Come on, man.
You're back. Awaken me, and we can end this tale.
In the third room.
Ah, there's one more thing you must understand. My garden and the surreal miracle of which it is capable. Oh, how I love it. My garden, with my name. How singular it is. How beautiful. And how jealous it makes Satinav. Yes, he hates it. He hates it so much that he separated it from your world. He hates that he cannot see into it, that he doesn't know what happens there. Whenever someone enters my garden, his quill pauses, and a page in his book, in which all else is written, remains blank. He hates it so much he decided that nothing that happens inside it can have any consequence for the world outside. Go in and break a branch. Go out. And in the eyes of the world, it was never broken. But whisper what happened in the garden into Satinav's invisible ear, and he will add it to his book of truth. Only then do these actions become reality and the branch broken. Tell him what you will. If he believes you, then every word becomes true. But woe unto you if he learns that you have lied. Then he'll show his true face. He'll pursue you, and he'll tear you to pieces. For he is old, jealous, and depraved. Only I am great. Sadya, you have come so far. Embark on the final leg of your journey. Follow the path from Draconia down to Satinav's watching pillar. There, I'll appear to you, and if you wish, show you my garden. My garden. My name. My great mercy.
I didn't understand that bit with the branch.
You mean the garden?
I mean everything. The garden, the mask. I couldn't really follow all that, could you?
I didn't think it hard to follow.
I understood everything, liar. I think the Djinn of Time has gotten a little insane.
The Garden of Oblivion. Why does every word become true there?
As far as I understood it, it's because Satinav doesn't know what happens in the garden. But he has to know it in order to write it down in the Book of Time.
Right.
Does everything have to be in that book?
Apparently. In any case, his ignorance makes him furious. That's why he made sure that everything that happens in the garden doesn't affect the outside world until someone tells him about it. What would be a good example? Let's say you take a ring into the garden and enchant it there, all right?
All right.
As soon as you leave the garden, the spell vanishes.
Why?
Because you enchanting the ring isn't written in the Book of Time. And if it isn't written in the Book of Time, it didn't happen. Only once you talk about it outside the garden.
And Satinav hears me.
And Satinav believes you. Only then will he open his book and write, Geron went into the Garden of Oblivion and enchanted Brida's ring. And then the ring is enchanted.
What if I lie?
Well, if Satinav believes you, then the lie becomes true. At least, until he finds out that you lied. Something tells me he doesn't like being manipulated.
You got all that from the journal?
I thought it was obvious.
I have to agree with Brida. So that's where the lie becomes true bit is going to come into important mask.
What can the mask do again?
It presents you with a decision. If you wear it and speak the formula on the inside, you lose all your memories. But if you speak the name of the Djinn of Time, he appears to you and brings a piece of your past into the present.
Oh dear. That's going to be
I
tempting.
guess I sort of understand. But by the 12, the world was mad back then.
Oh, nonsense. On the contrary, back then it was full of real magic. A mask that brings back the past, a garden that makes lies the truth. Compared to all that, the miserable hocus-pocus we know today is nothing.
Keep reading. Oh no. What comes next?
Someone else added something here in the margin. After my princess learned the way to the garden, she came to me one last time. The staff!
I don't know what awaits me there, but I will go to the Garden of Oblivion. I have to know what Kasim wanted there.
Be my guest. I wouldn't dream of standing in the way of your madness.
I want to apologize to you. You always wondered why I freed you from the burial chamber. Well, I needed an audience. Someone who would observe all my deeds and remember them forever. I only needed to impress you enough, and you would have never forgotten me. I used you.
And why are you telling me this now?
It's the garden. It scares me.
Scared? You?
The Djinn of Time is a wrathful being. Also, I could be playing into Kasim's hands there. I'm afraid I'll never come back out, and the world will forget me forever.
Oh, that won't happen. No. You're a wonderful woman. If I had knees, I would have proposed to you a long time ago. I thought you wanted to impress me.
You hated me a moment ago, and now you're in love with me?
What makes you think that? You're the last woman I would fall in love with. The woman I would fall in love with is dangerous and unpredictable. Mysterious. Moody.
That sounds just like me.
No. The woman I would fall in love with is so calculating and devious that I could never trust her. But you, Shahrazad, I trust you now. For whatever reason that may be.
The Air Mage already declared his willingness to come along to the Flying Fortress as an observer. I asked him to take you on board with him.
You what? Now that we are finally friends, you're going to send me to my death just like that?
If I survive the garden and make it to the battle, I want to fight alongside you.
Then please survive. I do not want to wind up in the nether hells all by myself.
You won't.
I'm serious, Shahrazad. If you don't come out, then I'll come and get you.
Don't worry. It doesn't matter how hopeless my situation is. I always have something up my sleeve. I'll be back soon.
And now I think things are... Whoa!
Right. There we
That
are.
was a quick jump. Okay. And I think things are starting to come together now, story-wise. And with that, I will call it an episode, and we will traipse into the garden in the next one. I hope you'll join me.